It is a Friday evening here on Showbiz Daily, Sammy Flex TV, and as usual, it feels good for us to wrap up the whole week in a grand style here on the platform. And as usual, I also have to say thank you to my pundits, the usual suspects who have been keeping the place busy for us to do this. Roland Amate from Shatta Movement Empire, Roland Reports, as well as ShowbizChannelGH.com. Let me also say thanks to Intim Dodu Solomon at the extreme end, our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, and Intim Dosu Digital Solutions. As usual, when we sit like this, we share ideas, information, knowledge about our industry here in Ghana and beyond it. Let me also say thanks to the production guys. Behind the scenes, I have Theophilus Digosh and Buju Lens. We are ready to give you Showbiz Day. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and let's do our thing. Now, this is a continuation of yesterday's happenings that I would want us to finish before we even move on to any other thing. Yesterday, we started a conversation on Jarvis, Pella, Shatta, Wale, Nigeria, Benz, Lamborghini, and everything inclusive. And as it stands, I'm asking that who is winning? Is Nigeria winning or Ghana is winning? And if Nigeria is winning, who is winning? If Ghana is winning, who is winning in Ghana? And those who all labeled Shatta Wale as Yawa, are the results we are seeing really Yawa result, or maybe there are positive results? Now, I've seen a video of a Nigerian, a lady, who is actually campaigning for people to follow Shatta Wale. I really don't know her background, who she is, and her influence in Nigeria, though. But in this video, she was heavily campaigning for Shatta Wale. Like, hey, everybody go and follow Shatta Wale. Oh, me crowd followed him. He's the best guy in Ghana. I said, the Yawa guy, he said, make people go follow him. Anyways, I'll pick views from my people and other happenings, other interviews, other conversations between Pella and Jarvis, where Shatta Wale was the center of the controversy here and there. And it gives me some feeling that someone is winning, someone is losing. Who are they? Let's go watch this. When I come back, we start talking.
My Ghana people. Don't rest. My Ghana people don't rest. All thanks to Shatta Wale. I swear, Shatta Wale needs followers. So like Nigerians, let's follow Shatta Wale now. Not only Shatta Wale, they talk truth for Ghana. Only Shatta Wale, now they talk truth for Ghana. No follow Shatta Wale. Me, I don't follow more. I don't watch follow. I shall come online because it's just that I'm not come online. I shall come online now because it happen for online. I just watch, go follow Shatta Wale. Now. If you are Pella fans, go and follow Shatta Wale. You don't have Benz, but you are shouting. There's one man, I think he's from Ghana. I think every time he wants to do video, he will get in the car. And see, you also have a house. Stay in your house and do your video. Stay in your house and do a video for our Queen Elizabeth, for our Jarvis, our Maureen Katie, our AI, best AI in town. Do your house and make sure your house is well organized. Show us around your house, not car. I don't even know if the car you are using is even your own car, because I see that your police, maybe it's the government car. Ghana.
Anyway, so that was the video, and other platforms, Nigerian blogs are sharing content from that particular happening. And I'm asking once again, who is winning, who is listening? Oh, so yesterday we started this.
Of course.
And some people labeled Shatta Wale Yawa. Today, I've listened to a voice note from one of my Nigerian friend, Stephen Destiny. Shout outs to you, and I asked you to work on it. I'm going to publish it. What he said, that was beautiful. Professor Ankodam Rebo also supports Shatta Wale's move, as well as Frederick Apia. Frederick Apia was saying, Shatta Wale tweet back up and akosuk havoc industry. What are you also seeing?
Well, I think it is a win-win affair for all the parties involved.
Okay.
You see, yesterday I realized something. You see, most of the people that are even doing it is Yawa, no? It is also, some of them, they are not saying it is Yawa because they know it or they think it is even Yawa. But they want to be part of the conversation.
Oh, Zah.
Oh, yes.
They also want to tap in.
Yes. Because some of the conversations, I was following the conversations online, and now you realize that even after the explanation, you see the girl, after seeing the backlash and everything, most of the commentaries from the people came to really interpret or explain what she meant by that particular conversation. And also the after information that Shatta Wale even added to whatever he said, even on Twitter with the live that he came to do. Some people who even labeled it as Yawa initially, instead of them admitting that, oh, okay, now we have a better explanation to whatever both parties involved in the conversation said. Now, a crash still. You are an A-list artist. You are not supposed to do this. You are not supposed to do that. That is where the conversation is going. So whether whatever explanation that you brought afterwards makes sense or not, they have a certain agenda that they want to drive. So whether whatever you want makes sense or not, no, why didn't you follow our agenda? And what is our agenda? Okay, you are an A-list artist. You are not supposed to do A, B, C, D, according to their books and marking scheme.
According to their standard.
According to their standard. And you see, the reason why I'm also saying it is a win-win affair for all the parties involved is that even this girl, the Jarvis girl and the Pella guy, you should see how excited they are for such a figure as Shatta Wale responding to them. You should see how excited they are. These are people who control numbers. So. And most of the things that they are now doing is all centered around this particular Lamborghini conversation, Ghana conversation, Nigeria conversation. And go and look. Yes, Pella and Jarvis have been doing their thing for quite some time now. But yesterday and today, like the drive and the content, the way they are pushing the things, and these are things that on social media, some people will not regard it because they don't know what is in need for these people who are pushing this particular conversation.
I see.
What Jarvis and Pella are seeing, which is why they are pushing this, people are not seeing. What is driving Shatta Wale into this conversation? People are not seeing. People think that, oh, Shatta is just being there because he wants to add his voice to it. No, there is more to it. And he has seen it and he is tapping into it. So you may not see the importance. No problem. No problem. The person that is part of the conversation knows the importance, goes to his back end, goes into his analytics, and is counting whatever he is counting. So they there and be catching feelings. As MCA, me, I always say there are two things that people will be catching. Either you'll be catching feelings or you'll be counting money. So catch feelings and they there.
Anyways, I'm still trying to wrap our heads up on the conversation of Pella, Jarvis, Niger, Benz, Lamborghini, and more. Of course, when it started, there were others who suggested that this was not going to be a positive thing for Shatta Wale. Now it is ending. And as it is ending, who is the issue favoring or who is the saga favoring? That is what I want to know from my people. Chemo, you can come in now.
Interesting. I mean, obviously, the people involved, Shatta Wale, Pella, and then Jarvis, I think they are having the moment that every influencer or every content creator wish that they will have. And exactly that's what is happening now. I think the Jarvis girl saying that I since I came to Ghana, I've not seen any Benz. It wasn't, for me, I don't think it was intentional to drive conversation.
Even after explanation, I think it's even clearer.
Yes, it was something that she said based on her experience and what at the moment that she was in Ghana, he has observed. And it is normal everywhere. When you travel to any place, you start saying certain things based on what you have seen. Some may be an impression that you get it totally wrong, and some you'll be right. And when you go anywhere and you say something like that, people there will start correcting you or confirming what you are seeing.
Yeah.
It is normal. Like Trini Donut, for instance, went to America and started saying glass and kwan. It's because that's what he saw at the time that he was there. And some people got angry, I remember, and say that near grass and kwa. There are certain places a hot time near their day, and exactly what is happening to this lady. For me, I think this is for those involved, Pella, Jarvis, and Shatta Wale. This is their moment. You live online for some of these things, and when you see the opportunities, you go all out and take it. Shatta Wale, from the initial stages, may not be wasn't maybe intentional of just causing people to do whatever. But after saying that, he saw that, okay, this is what the people want to drive the conversation, let me go with it. And then he started being intentional to push in and to go all out. And obviously he's winning. He's the bloggers in Ghana here and even outside Nigeria and other places, they are talking about Shatta Wale. They are talking about Pella. They are talking about Jarvis. And this is what they live for. I mean, this is how they make their money. Like the video that you said, the person was talking about Shatta Wale being a good musician, good person, showing kindness to a girl and all those things, and then encouraging others to go and follow Shatta Wale. And the same thing is happening even in some Ghana blogs. Some people, in a way, trying to insult and say whatever, are still talking about Shatta Wale. He's in the news, and he's the one keeping people talking, as he said in his song. So for me, I think it's a win for those involved, and for those who are not seeing what is going on, well, maybe later they will realize it, or they will still stay in whatever notion or belief that they have. Okay. And this is not surprising, because somebody who says that there's a song trending, and that song, it is more associated with his style, but still be waiting for the person who did the song to call him before he jumps on it, because he's a star or he's a legend. So I'm not. I know that there are some people who think like that, and for those, that's how they do their things. And so for people to go after Shatta Wale and say this, it's not surprising. And if you care to know, the same thing happened to Davido. When Davido called Pella that he will have a live session with him. Go and check Twitter, Nigerian Twitter blogs. Some of them are insulting Davido. They are saying that he's chasing clout. Yes, and he's chasing clout. This young boy, what are you going to get from this? You don't have to go so low to. And so, I mean, there are some people in this world who think like that. But for those involved, for the musicians, for the influencers, they know the importance of some of these things, because Pella and then Jarvis at the moment, they are really, really influential online, not only in Nigeria, all over the place. That's why people in Ghana here knew even her before she stepped here. So I mean, this is it. And the same thing happened to Tiwa Savage. She also did live with Pella and Jarvis. Some people were insulting, some people were happy or thought that this was a good move coming from Tiwa Savage. So for those who are not happy with it, or those who are against it, let them be. But those who are involved, like Shatta Wale and then the guys, I think they are winning. Obviously, they are winning.
I see. Interesting times indeed. If you follow our showbiz space, you just have to think smart so you can win even some more. Now, let's move on to other stories. This is still Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. Now, we have seen in an interview Sefa with Nana Romeo on Accra FM saying that she is left D Black's record label, as the Black Avenue Music. And personally, when she said that, I was a little surprised. I was taken aback. I was asking myself, oh, what is happening? We see beautiful relationship between artists and their labels, and for reasons best known to them, you wake up and they are no more. Sefa has admitted on countless occasions that in the music industry, one person who has been her everything has been D Black. Now that she's telling us she's no more working with D Black, what is going to happen to her career next? We have examples of people breaking off, and after that, we did not feel the spark and the energy in their talent anymore. And I'm asking, some people who are even going to develop some hatred for her because she's left the Black Avenue music. So many questions are running through my mind. Why is it so difficult for us to maintain that kind of relationship love that the industry provides for talents and their managers and their record labels like the Sefa and D Black? It is a hard story for me. When I heard it, I watched the video and said, hey, so what is going to be next? She's also going to be independent? Or she has another bigger record label coming? What is the game plan? Well, let's watch the excerpts, a confirmation of what I'm talking about. And when I come back, I'll pick views from my people.
Your song with Mewe, Vibration, are you sure you're going to keep up with that song again?
Yes.
Wow.
Because it's an amazing song, but the potential it didn't reach there because of lack of some few things from my previous camp, you know. So we are working on it.
When you say your previous camp, like what?
I'm no longer with Black Avenue.
Oh, since when?
Not for some time.
Nobody knows this.
Yeah, I don't talk
Wow.
about.
You're no more working with D Black.
No, I'm not.
What happened?
First of all, my contract ended, and then when it ended, it's I've always said that when you are working with people or people that you consider a family, it's always a roller coaster. Things come in, a lot of things happen, you know. So there's been some business misunderstandings and all of that. But then,
Wow. Do you know, it was actually part of my questions to ask you, say, how many years have you signed with D Black, and when do you think, say, you will leave? It's here, you can even see. So I'm surprised that you are telling me, say, you are no more there.
Oh no, I'm not there yet.
Wow. So are you onto a new label now?
Not yet. Right now, I'm doing everything by myself, and I mean, I recently just dropped music like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So that is the beginning of the new journey for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that was the bombshell Sefa dropped on Nana Romeo's show. And as much as I'm not too sure about the details of their contract, the issues that she's talking about, and whatever might have happened, personally, I wish it is the opposite, like they are still there. Because this industry, be joke like that too. Ru, you have been following.
Well, am I surprised? No, I am not, because recently there were certain signs that were hovering around in the system where somebody like me was even asking questions. In fact, I even had my own things I was suspecting. One was when some time ago Sefa came online writing the fact that, it's very painful when you think you've worked so hard, and at the end of the day, they tell you your hard work that you think has yielded some level of results did not yield anything. Or the returns coming out of that particular hard work of yours is not as you expected it. She came writing those things on there. And I remember I also chanced on another interview of D Black on I think Ghana Web, where he was asked about his working relationship with the artists that he's been involved with, and even currently we all know it is Sefa that is even left with him and all of that. And the answer that D Black gave was not, in fact, his answer was even lagging, like he was just dragging the answer like that. He wasn't sure of what he was saying. He wasn't so emphatic on whether Sefa is still with Black Avenue or not. But the only thing he said was, we are still working, everything is fine, we are working. And when you say you are working or we are working, it is very vague for everybody to understand, like, specifics. So when I chanced on some of these statements, I came to the realization that, okay, then there's something actually going on. So when Sefa also came writing those things, then it came to confirm, only for us to wake up and see this particular bombshell that she's released. Well, the future there, you can't predict, because there are certain people that have left their label and have been able to go, like become successful. Others have also, it all depends on what the artists have learned, like the time they were, she or she would be under the label. It all depends on that. If not, you will not be able to maneuver your way in this particular industry, because here the basics that would even help you to even sustain you and to even find your way self is not there. So leaving the label without learning anything, especially when it comes to the music business, is deadly. So mostly people would want to attribute it to the former label and say, oh, when he or she left, the label sabotaged the artist and all of that. It is because the artist did not learn anything whilst he or she was with the label. So leaving, the news wire to say the all forest, no. Crack, 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 crack. Oh, who left or right? The artist doesn't know how to upload his songs. The artist doesn't know how to market his song, even on social media or by himself and whatever. Doesn't have even no link to any of the industry people to say, oh, even when I'm about to drop this project, do I need to see this person or that person? The artist may not have that. All those information may be with the label. So the moment the artist leaves, then it is about, okay, what do I do? And in that sense, you are just left in the wilderness like that. That is where, until they are able to find their way back on track, that is when people will make those assertions. Oh, when they left, the label was sabotaging him. Yes, those things, they are in the industry, it happens. But then, if you learn whilst with the label, or if you're able to learn something meaningful, especially with the music business, whilst you are with the label, it will help you. Even if such situations even come your way self, you will be able to find your way around it and still push. So for some people, I understand the people who are so concerned about the fact that Sefa has left Black Avenue Music. And me, I will join them because the conversation is not good. Because per her own statement, oh, you know, I am loyal, you know, I would want to keep things coded. No, it's then there is something actually wrong.
Something terrible happened.
Something has happened. It is just like when Ishe and Bullet that we were just hearing recently when Rough Town Records and things. The moment you hear, oh, it is coded, it is this, nobody will leave another person on a good note and say it is coded. Nobody will do that. If I have a good relationship with you and I want to move on, and we know we broke off on a good note, nobody will say it is coded. No. Whichever details that is there to share, the person will not be afraid to share it. And the moment somebody comes, oh, I don't mean to disrespect you, but they know that they are coming to disrespect you. The moment they go like, oh, you know I am loyal, you know I am this, you know I am that, then they even have the edge of going the opposite, or they've even gone the opposite already. And I'm sure if you should bring D Black also here to come and explain his side of whatever we think is going on. D Black, I wouldn't be surprised if D Black also makes the same statement. That, you know, me too, because it was a similar posture he put up during that particular interview with Ghana Web. It was a very similar posture. So whatever they are trying to protect, perhaps they know what the future holds for them, which is why they wouldn't want to burn some of these bridges. We understand. But we hope, someone like me hope that they will be able to solve whatever the situation is. Because now, per all indications, what I'm deducing is that Sefa is crying foul that whatever she toiled for when she was with Black Avenue Music, she's not getting anything out of it. And I believe the label also have a better explanation to the whole conversation. When it comes to label and artist contract, there are certain things that certain agreements artists will go into without getting the fine details of it. And they will give the label a bad name. But the label also presented whatever they think they want to present to you. And you consented to it. So yes, as much as you may say the label is wicked, maybe a label needs 90-10, where 90 for the label and 10 for the artist. The artist said, yes, I want it as at that time. Whether he or she really understood the fine details of the contract, it's a different conversation. And they will come and paint the label a different way also. So yes, Sefa has said her side of the story. To me, it is very clear. she doesn't even need to go into details again. If you read through the lines, you will know that there's something actually wrong. And me, I wish, said D Black, if given the opportunity, should also come. Maybe not dilly-dally though, but hit the nail right on the head and say, this and that is what the situation is, and whether or not we are even trying to solve it.
I would have wished that nothing of that sort happened. As a matter of fact, I would have wished. But once again, they say if you are nearer to the fire, you know how hot it burns. So I would still allow some time. Let's see how it plays out. It is unfortunate this is happening now. And if you listen to Sefa, well, if only she's not acting up, then it means that there are so many things on her chest. There are so many things eating her up. On the other hand, I also want to believe she can act up. I even want to see this as some kind of media stunt or something. But if it is real, that means things are really going down. Well, Chamo, you can come through as well.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because at the time we thought that they had good relationship, the record label and then Sefa, and things were going well.
In fact, Chamo, let me even not hide it. There were even rumors that they were dating. We heard that it was happening. In fact, there are some people who even think that out of D Black's taste, she molded Sefa the way she's looking now. She molded the way she's looking now. See now, Sefa is really looking it.
So from the outside, we saw that they had a very good relationship. And now we are hearing this. I mean, this is unfortunate. But me, the way I see her talking or her submission, I can also detect some of inexperience in there, like some expectation that some people get when they are with a record label and talking to people outside, or some of the things that you hear about something that you don't have the fine detail, but you still want to say something. I mean, for her to say that she couldn't get what she was looking for. I mean, sometimes you hear some people saying that if you get 1 million views on YouTube, they are, hey, when you scout. So, and some artists will not know how it works. So, when who say 1 million views on YouTube, they are on him says Sikaba. So later, when the label or whoever is managing it tells them that, oh, it's not like that, they don't understand, or they will not believe you. Because for them, what is 1 million views, they are only scabby. And based on the way she's talking, I can see that inexperienced thing in her. I mean, she also said something about her song with Mayway didn't go the way she wanted, and it's because the label didn't push it. I mean, how can you even say that as a musician? You don't determine how far your song goes. You can say that, okay, you think that the promotion wasn't as you expected. But if you say that it didn't go far because the label didn't promote it, no, it's a wrong statement to make. You can say that you feel that you could have done better in terms of promotion. But going far or not will not depend on the label like the way you want us to believe. People, you can't force people to like your product. So you can do your promotion, but it will still not go as far as you want it to go. So for you to make a statement like that, I was like, this girl, I think she's not really into the whole management, and it's about her music and she's focusing on that. But listening to a conversation outside that, for me, I don't think it will help her. I can feel that inexperience in terms of managing things or how things work based on the way she's talking. I think her expectations were so different from the label, and they couldn't reconcile. That's why we are seeing something like that. Just based on the way she's talking. I hope she will learn after leaving the label, and now she wants to do things on her own. She has a lot to learn, and I think with time she will see whether indeed the record label treat her well or not. I think time will tell. And this one, this will be a good example. If she will come back and confess or say things the way it's supposed to be. Obviously, she has a lot to say.
Yeah.
You can feel it from the way that she's talking. And let's give her time. Maybe I feel that she will say certain things and then and later with experience, if she wants to help others, she will come out and tell the true story and to do. Yes, exactly. And that's what I'm expecting from her. And but from her submissions, I feel she has a little experience when it comes to management side of the whole business.
Of the business.
Yeah.
Interesting. We wish her well. Same way we wish D Black and his Black Avenue. So now, which musician is left at Black Avenue?
No, none.
None.
Yeah.
Read her tweets if you still have them. Roland showed me some tweets that had come from Sefa earlier. And it's enough to let us know that so many things are not going right in the camp.
So her tweet, the first one says, you know that saying that goes, they want to see you do great, but not better than them. Real fact. The second one says, you all swear being cheated on in a relationship is the most heartbreaking thing ever. But have you ever been cheated in business? Like all your hard work, loyalty, investment, sweat, etc. going down the drain right before your eyes. Yes, that shit fucks you up on a whole new level.
Wow. So, if indeed all these things she's writing are happening, then shit really happened. Yeah, then shit really. But Chemo is also saying something that we need to pay attention to. Sometimes the expectations. What she might be hearing from the other guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes what she might be hearing from the other guy. Because for you know, someone like when the Shane Bullet may have a different dealing, different understanding of work. So if she happens to hear something like that, so why am I not getting this or not being treated like this? You might not know the foundation and what everybody invested. Unfortunately, that is the problem you would have to deal with. Well, we are watching. In the coming days, you would see how some of these things would unfold for us to also pick a thing or two from it. Now, let's move on to our very last story, and after that, we run away. Now, someone like Coca, I think he's behaving like the Kasongo animal. Coca is behaving like the Kasongo animal, aka the Warthog.
The Warthog,
Mr. Warthog is a troublemaker. And when I follow recent happenings, I can liken Coca to Kasongo, aka Warthog. Kasongo, mommy, Kasongo. Now, what am I talking about? Benedicta Gafah goes for her interview on Andy Dusty's platform on Hits FM, Daybreak Hits. And Andy asked her, Benedicta, you are beautiful, you are sexy, you are everything the man wants. Have you been offered sex for roles yet in your entire career? Have you experienced such a thing? Benedicta says, no, me. Nobody can do that to me because my uncle was taking care of me and I was introduced to the creme de la creme, people who really did not want this kind of conversation. So me, dear, I'm clean. In fact, she was even asked about whether she's dated any industry person. Me, industry person. That I can't even do it. But Benedicta says her thing. She leaves her studio, goes to her house. Now Coca, Kasongo, aka Mr. Warthog, starts to look for trouble. He says, hey, Benedicta, stop saying what you're saying. Stop saying what you're saying. You're not being real. How can you say you have never been offered? Stop pretending and become real. He said, hey, Coca, we can't trouble this. I'm not the one saying she should stop pretending. Well, one after the other. First, let's take Benedicta Gafah responding to Andy Dusty in that question.
No, wait. No, have you ever been approached by any producer or director?
No.
Never. None.
No. Because I don't know. Because honestly, I don't know if it's because of where I came from, like having access to my uncle and my uncle introducing me to Mr. Akwesi Nyamiche directly, but I haven't had such approach. And I think it got to a point where I personally left the industry to further my education until like I started acting back to back like 3 years ago. I haven't gotten such approach.
The reason I'm asking you is because it was rumored that yes, they were using you. No, hold on. Because at a point, truly, you were not getting the roles.
No, at a point, I started producing.
You were producing your own movies.
Yes, at a point, I started producing my own movies, and I'm an entrepreneur.
Well, so that was some excerpt from Benedicta Gafah and Andy Dusty's interview. Now, Kasongo, aka Mr. Walter, he has a story on Ghana Web, and the story says, "Stop the settings." Coca responds to Benedicta Gafah's sex for real comments. Oh, Coca. What is the story saying? It reads, entertainment pundit Kweku Ose Kranchi Asiedu, popularly known as Coca, aka Kasongo, has responded to Benedicta Gafah's assertion that she has never received a sex for role request. In an interview with HFM, Coca expressed skepticism about Benedicta Gafah's claims, adding that her statement may not be entirely truthful. He pointed out that the entertainment industry often trends on negative topics and implied that Gafah's comment might be an attempt to gain attention in such controversies. Amid controversies. Were we there? This is a quotation from Coca. Were we there? These are certain questions. Whether she was asked or not, we can't confirm. We always want to trend on negative things. Just recently, she claimed she hasn't undergone BBL. What's that about? Coca remarked. There are certain things that all you need to say is, I don't want to talk about. He emphasized that the public is not naive and can see through what he described as settings or fabricated narratives. Coca questioned the authenticity of Gafah's statements, sporting inconsistencies in her career progression. And he says, but how long has she been in the space and the things she is mentioning? If you check the time she came through the scene, went to the xylophone TV trade to further her education, how many years? What time do you start producing the movies? All those things, we are not children. The settings, she should stop. We all know what she said is not true. It is settings. Kasongo, yay! Would you let them see Kasongo? Bro, it's Coca not looking for trouble for himself.
The trouble there, we find them every day. And why are you so concerned? I said, how about?
But you're doing me.
No, you see?
Obviously, it's nothing.
Me, what?
Also, it might not be entirely true.
What interests me is out of the fact that sometimes when people make such statements, or when people want to tell their story and we want to agree or disagree with them, and we also vague our response, or in our quest to respond to them, give vague answers, then we do no service. It is just like what we want to point that they are doing, we are also doing same.
Yeah.
You are saying that her answer may not be entirely true. Then it can be true. Then it can be true. So what are you really saying? Where do you stand? Because somebody has make a statement, or somebody just made a statement and you want to respond to it. Okay. It is true. It is not true. Chemo will say, oh, this is a bottle of water. I will say, Chemo, it is not a bottle of water. Why is it not a bottle of water? Okay, it has this, it has that. That is why I'm saying, Chemo, whatever you're saying is not true. Come straight forward and let's have a conversation. But when you want to also go and dilly-dally, I was expecting when he said, oh, stop that settings, or whatever you are saying is settings, it is not true. Give me instances. Bam, 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 bam. Then I know, oh, when she went to xylophone, she got involved with A, B, C, D. When she did A, B, C, from this time to that time, she was doing this and that. And during that time, this is the data that I have. So when she said, oh, as of that time, she was producing movies, it is a lie because we did not see any movie that she's produced or which she's even brought out for us to say she indeed produced movie. Some people can produce movie and may not even release it.
Yeah.
That one is also there. So if you have those evidences, then come and tell me that, oh, Charlie, these are the things that I've seen that I'm saying it is not true. Or this is the evidence that I have for me to say or come straight and say she's setting us up. If that is the case, then I can side with Coca. But his assertion and also his commentaries also makes me believe that, okay, he just wants to come and prick you and go. Come and prick you and go. Because Benedicta has said whatever she has to say. Whether it is true or not, the BBL that she came to deny, do you have evidence to it? How sure are you that she didn't do it or she even did it? How sure? When
maybe he took her to the hospital.
Exactly. Then you see some of these things, if you also want to come and do, because the things that we say always can land us in trouble. Public speaking is not a joke. The things that you say can land, freedom of speech is there, but your freedom after the speech is not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. Yeah. So whenever you are speaking, make sure it is either you are hitting the nail right on the head or you just back off. Let's come clean. Let us know that whatever you are saying there, this is where you stand. But when you come and say it is not entirely true, then okay, then part of it is also true. So which one are you, or do you want to point out that this is the lie in whatever she's saying?
Because she lied about the BBL.
She lied
according to Coca.
You see, you are even saying she lied about the BBL. So what shows that you are also not lying? Where is the evidence? That's my question. So for Coca here, well, now
Kasongo effect. It is the Kasongo effect.
Now me, I will not.
No, you know when I read this, I said, Coca right now is talking. I thought Coca was going to stay away from most of these commentaries for a longer time.
A few moments later,
Coca was talking.
My own is that if he really wants to tackle some of these conversations are very sensitive. Yes, he's giving a bold posture. As you don't know, the ultimate can be BAB. That is the posture he's giving. I don't have any problem with it. But the moment you present that particular posture, it comes with some level of authority. If you are not able to exert that level of authority, you present yourself as a joke. Because it is just like somebody doing expose. Then you want to shy away as a person can't 7, no person can't 7. But Benedicta can't say, oh, she's not been offered sex for roles. Oh, I know this person, bam.
There are two.
I know that person, bam. Therefore, she's lying. Just give one evidence. Go and sleep.
Kasongo, when are we? Kasongo. Chemo, close the show for us. Our time is up.
Stop the setting.
Stop the setting.
This is an interesting one. I think Coca he has the right to doubt whatever that Benedicta Gafah said, but the way that he's going about it is some way, as we will call it. I mean, you just saying that I doubt it. Well, fine. Why do you doubt it? Then you give general circumstances of how some people claim that this is what they go through. I think if you say something like that, people will say, well, okay. Because we have heard a lot of actresses complaining that they get such offers.
Yeah.
So if based on that and looking at Benedicta Gafah, you doubt that she didn't, she has went through that. I mean, you have every right to present your case in a way for her to say, okay, this is just a doubt, like you take it like that. But he presented this as if he knows, like he's so sure that Benedicta Gafah is lying. And so she should stop the settings. Meanwhile, in his presentation, you can see a lot of things there that will not make sense, because he was, look at the connection of BBL, and because of the BBL, she's lying about not getting offer for sex for Ruth. I mean, you can't get the connection and the way that he went about it. I think, yes, for me, I would say that, well, Benedicta Gafah, the way you look and the way you do your things, I would doubt that people will not bring such offer. It doesn't mean that you took it. I think even Benedicta Gafah, she didn't get the question right, and the presenter too didn't help us.
Yeah.
Because it was like, have you done it before and did you get the offer? They are two different things.
Yeah.
But I saw that she was answering, have you done it before?
I've not done it before.
Yes. It is different from, have you gotten such an offer? Because that offer may come, but you don't accept them. You can say, oh yeah, somebody tried it, but I didn't accept it.
Because my uncle
was there, so I didn't really, I wasn't that desperate to accept such an offer. Because I had somebody who will speak for me if they think that I deserve that role. I mean, that's obvious. But for you not to get it just because what? Because of your uncle, when someone sees you and they like you, they won't say it.
They're real.
Yeah. So that's why sometimes I have problem with the ladies who come out and say that I was approached because before they give me the role, they want to sleep with me or they want to have an affair with me, that kind of thing. Sometimes there's a very thin line between somebody who genuinely have interest in you and working with you.
Yeah.
The person may have genuine interest in you as your girlfriend or whatever. But unfortunately or fortunately for the person, they are working with you. But when they say it and you reject them, then you go out and present it as if they wanted to sleep with you before they give you a role. You see, there's a problem there already. So for her to say that, oh, for me, I didn't get such offer because of my uncle or my position there at the time, the guys there were afraid of me or whatever, nobody had interest in me, fine. I mean, you can doubt it, but the way Coca went about it there, he should come again. I mean, you can't just be so bold and say, stop the setting
without any evidence.
And your presentation was so poorly to defend whatever that you want to say. So I think he should be careful the way he goes about it. Doubting people for sharing their story, I mean, it's nothing strange, it's nothing new, but you have to know how to go about it.
Kasongo, Kasongo. You people don't know the Kasongo story. If you know the Kasongo story, you know why I'm saying it's for Coca. Coca. If I were Coca, like I was stay away from the media crowd till about next year. Let my name die. But Coca says no.
Oh yeah, MPP.
He wants to be the Kasongo effect. He sees lion and he come and run.
Buffalo soldier.
Anyways, we'll end it here for another day. My name is Sammy Flex. Remember, I did this with Roland Amate and Tim Dodi Solomon. He's also called Chemo. And with my producers, Theophilus Digosh, as well as Buju Lens. Until then, be safe, subscribe to us, and let us also hear your commentaries on the various topics that we've treated. Remember, we do this with you. Your opinion also matters. We'll see you in our next video when we meet. Salute. Cheers.